Hi, and welcome to this week's vlog where Debbie and I are going to be talking about cutting out the dead wood out of your clients. This is a blog that Deb does do every year, so we thought we'd chat through it. And the last couple of weeks, the blogs that we have been creating has been about leading up to this particular topic, I suppose. In a couple of weeks ago, Deb had written a blog about analysing your clients and making sure that you've got the right clients in your tribe, as I call it, and the clients that you want to work with, and analysing what you've currently got and working out what your A client is through to your D, which is your dead client. And then recently I spoke about in another blog around what is your bookkeeping business model. So where are you wanting to build your bookkeeping business to? What's the model look like? What are the ingredients within that model to create that dream, the business of your dreams? So this week we're talking about, look, we've analysed the clients, we've got an idea of what our model is. So what do we now need to do with those clients that don't fit in our business model? And we've identified that they are the ones that we want to get rid of. So I know, Deb, you've got, a lot to say around, the analogy and the example that you use in cutting out the dead wood. So let's brainstorm that.
Yeah, it's one of my favourite subjects, really, because it's so important. And in fact, this was prompted because over the weekend I was cutting out the dead wood in my roses. And what I was thinking about as I was doing that was when you do prune your roses. I'm not giving you a rose pruning lesson here right now, but it's very apt for business and cutting out the dead wood, because you don't just willy-nilly chop all the branches. You actually, if you study what you need to do to prune roses, you've actually got to choose. You've got to look at for the last little nodule where you can see the new growth is going to come out. So you just cut it just above that, not too much ahead, not too much underneath it, just above it. And you've got to cut out the branches that are crossing over in there. So you don't just chop at the rose, and you don't just chop at your business either. You need to think about carefully cutting out the dead wood in your business. So when we talk about, you start off with the client analysis so that you at least are conscious about how you feel about each of your clients, and really whether you want to carry them into the next financial year, because this is the perfect opportunity to think about your business model. So once you've analysed your clients and you get them, you see the D clients, then you've got to think carefully about, okay, I really don't want to keep working with these people, but you don't have to chop them off immediately. Some you might, but think about carefully how you're going to roll this out. How are you going to replace their income? Are you going to sack them first and then get into your marketing and then get new clients? Or are you going to increase your marketing before you can, so that you don't suffer financially? We don't want you to be in a position where you find yourself financially struggling because you've cut out all this dead wood in your business. Sometimes I can promise you, whenever you cut out the dead wood, the relief that you will feel, the emotional energy that you will regain is worth $1 million anyway. But you've got to look at it from a practical point of view. So when you're cutting out the dead wood in your business, think about it carefully and plan and strategize so that this coming financial year, you actually start to grow and benefit from that trimming back and grow a business that you love.
Yeah, really great advice. And as Deb said, you're not going to just hack away at it. You're going to say, okay, there are going to be clients that you might let go at June. So you'll finish the June BAS. And you've got, the timing is really important for this as well. You've got to notify your client, give them 30 days notice or whatever your engagement letter says. And then you might plan for the September quarter to get rid of a few more. So, you've got the activities that Deb's mentioning around marketing to replace them, but time them out. So work out which ones are going to be gone first and then which ones are going to be gone next, and time them out, communicate and so that you can lead them out, and you've got to do some type of handover. So just understand what needs to happen for all of that, and then replacing them, you will feel a lot more lighter. You will get a lot more money financially if you replace them with better clients. So it's just, timing that out for yourself, what works for you. So that's good advice. So thanks very much, Deb, for sharing your experience with your deadwood and your roses. I love that analogy.
My
Thanks for
pleasure.
listening. Bye for now.